So here we are. 5 games to go this season. We just need one single league victory in our next 5 or 2 draws, but that's less glamorous, to win our first proper domestic league in this save. It's only taken 13, 14 years, but it's fine because this one is going to feel so damn sweet after all the hard work we've put in this season. As always, if you have been enjoying the series up to this point, please do hit that like button. That would be fantastically helpful. And yeah, thanks so much in advance for that. And also, since it is the start of the week, it's time to thank new patrons. And this week it is Daniel Calladine. So thank you so much for that. That is extremely nice of you. And thank you to everyone else over there as well. You're all bloody lovely. And I really don't think we could have asked for a better 2 league games to be in a row. Both at home against the bottom 2. That's our next 2 league games. We would need to, if we just drew both of them, we would be champions. But one win in those 2 games would see us become champions of Norway for the first time in the club's history, of course, and our first domestic title of the save. It's quite the day. And obviously, other things could go our way elsewhere as well. Rosenborg host odds. You'd expect them to keep on that train going. I don't know what's happening with Molde. They could end up finishing, I mean, imagine if they dropped down even further, considering how good they were at one point. I did see some discussion in the comments, and I feel like this is important to talk about. The fact that because we're still going to be in Europe, there is the idea that maybe we could do a little bit of European stuff after Christmas with the club, potentially to see how far we could go into the Europa League. Now, the problem with that, of course, would mean that there'd be a transfer window in there as well. However, I have a proposal. We have another episode where there is a transfer window, but it's a light sort of one, where we go through until we are knocked out of the Europa League with Tromsø, provided we do well today, and I suspect that we will. But at the same time, also be looking at jobs in other countries at the same moment, because the thing is, with the point we're at this save, there's very few jobs that we want to take over, really, that are going to allow us to achieve the goals, because obviously we're doing 20 years since the last title. That was the new thing that we agreed on, and there's not going to be a lot of jobs in those leagues available for that, so it might be something that's worth monitoring whilst allowing us to see if we can have a crack at winning the Europa League with Tromsø as well. You just never know. So thoughts? Because I'm genuinely of the opinion that our next job hunt video may well take years in-game, like actual in-game years, to find the right job for us because of the sheer lack of teams that will be available at that point, even with the reduced thing, because teams still have to be sacking their managers, and that's going to be very, very complex. I've had a little look at some of the teams that are available. Hammarby for Sweden later down the line would be a very interesting one, and there's a couple of good ones in Denmark too, where I'm hoping that we're going to move next. So yeah, more on that, but for the moment, it's the title. Now, obviously, we're going to switch some stuff around because we've got suspensions and some, well, not much beyond that, really. In fact, I'm just tempted to go with that. Lisa, Kawamoto, Rekic, Steensen and Tokic in the midfield to cover up for the lack of Rodriguez, Uyahaug, Kivrak, Liastuen, Saria, Skoglund, and of course, Mateus Johansson, who's definitely improved a bit this season now. He's starting to get his mojo back a little bit, thank goodness for that. But he has had some iffy moments. He's still very young, after all. We know what needs to be done. Let's just go out there and do it. I want a nice, cushy afternoon where we can celebrate. We've done so much and so well this year. That D on the form standings, it's such a shame after such a long run. But it would be cool if we could go unbeaten in the league for the rest of the season and only lose 1 match domestically all year. Look at that form. Oh my goodness. In front of the home crowd as well. It'd be lovely to win the title at home. And we've got 2 games in which to try and do that, really, as we face off against both Christensen and, of course, Arendal, the bottom 2 in the division. We're the home side. I'd expect us to score 2 or 3 in each game, really, and really put this staple on the title. But a lot of work still to be done. Tokic delivers it. Liastuen is that. Wow. I think that might be offside. The camera moved a weird. No, it's just given. For some reason, I thought it was offside. The camera sometimes does this weird juddery thing when you can't see the linesman. And I thought it was offside, but we already lead after 5 minutes. Apologies for the muted celebration. Liastuen gives us the lead already. Well, I don't really know what more we needed at that point. It's 1-0 after just 7 minutes. The first real opening of the entire match for us, honestly. And we already have something to protect. I think the lads know what needs to be done today, and they're going to go out there and do their best to make that happen. I think some of the additions we've added to the squad this year, Tokic, Saria, those types of guys have really taken us to the next level. I think Uyahaug's been excellent this year as well. I think Kivrak and Cornic on the left. It's just a better squad all round. Steensen's already opted across, and Kawamoto, look at the patience. Oh, and Tokic makes it 2. It's Tromsø, surely now. It's 2-0 after 7 minutes. Nikita Tokic does a cartwheel in front of the fans, and we are starting like a house on fire, but it's someone else's house. Someone houses that you don't like. Do you know what would be great as well? If things stood as they are, we would win the title at this point with the wonderful figure of 69 points. Obviously, we'd probably gain more later, but it would be nice that our title winning number was 69. Kawamoto into the box. He's drilled it over the crossbar, though. I'd like to see him score today. Today, I really hope that they don't do that and they can really get their heads down, and the morale boost for winning the league will be incredible. Rekic to Lisa again. Here comes the one-touch football. Not quite, but Kivrak still on the ball. Round the side for Koki Kawamoto, and it's a big effort, well saved down at the near post. Rosenborg have taken the lead against odds, so there is still a little bit of pressure on us there from that, as Skoglund's header is just wide. Oh, hang on. Thiago now. A chance for Christensen right on the stroke of half-time here, and it's over the crossbar. Their first opening of the game from De La Hoz there. So there we go. Half-time, Tromsø 2, Christensen nil. Just the 16 first half shots. Rakic just picked up a knock right on the stroke of half time as well. That was, how did that count as 0.34 for a header from there? Wow, okay. Needless to say, we're in a very comfortable position. I've actually made 2 first half subs, or half-time subs. Cornic and Sabanda are going to come on, because I feel like we're pretty much set at the moment, and I do want to actually kind of rest a couple of players for the Alanyaspor game midweek, just because we might as well at this point. It feels like we're kind of cruising towards the title. Let's go and save some legs for the Europa League. It does almost feel, not anticlimactic, of course, but it feels like the title has been a long time coming as Tokic is through again, and it's a good save once more from the Christensen keeper. He's done very well today. Saria pinging one out for Kivrak. What a pick out. Kawamoto in again. This time he will hopefully turn provider. Pops it back inside for Kivrak of all people. What a save. Kivrak, I don't think, scored a goal. No, he has got one, I think. Christensen just having one last go at it. After all, they could still survive. They're in the bit of the mud at the moment, but it could still happen for them. Svensson's in here. And it's another good stop from Mattias Johansson. He's actually having to pull out a few little saves. It does appear that, once again, concentration levels have kind of dropped from the lads a little bit late on here. Rosenborg have been equalised against. It's incredible. They've actually dropped the points that would have allowed us to win the title, even with a loss, I think, at this point. That's how bad it is for them. It's Rosenborg 2, odds 2. So we're actually going to extend our lead at the top today, as well as in just a few seconds be champions of Norway for the first time in the... What? Hang on, what? Oh, have I missed something here? Why did he not do the celebration? Win the league. Where's the trophy celebration? So we are champions, but we didn't get to celebrate it. I swear that happens the moment you win the league, or is it the next game after that, maybe? But we've gone 16 points clear of Rosenborg now, which is nice. And more importantly, 19 clear of Mola. We're on to 69 points, a 16-point gap. I still feel like we could extend that more. Oh my god, odds 1! I didn't even notice that. They scored a 92nd minute winner from Bjekstrand. Wow, Lillström could still sneak into second spot here. That is insane. Rosenborg were 2 goals up here and threw away the lead to throw away the title. Well, throw away the title, to hand it to us on a silver platter. We have won it, right? That was so weird. Tromsø win the league. That's so strange. Where's my bloody trophy celebration, damn it? Oh, Jesus. Jesse Rakic, I think, might be out for the next... Well, he could be out for the rest of the season with that injury. He was able to stay on the pitch. Like, I didn't have to take him off. I'm glad I did. Mourinho nipping through in the opening seconds, and he's already whacked us 1-0 up inside 20 seconds. Pedro Mourinho. I was barely even ready to commentate. What a great start to the Europa League game. Sabanda drops it through for Tokic. He's not got the speed here, but he might still be able to drill one, and he has. Wow. Alanyaspor are struggling here. Tromsø 2, Alanyaspor 0. Spurs put 6 past them. Can we do the same? Tokic pops another one in, and Berntsen's there. It's 3. It's 3. Nikolai Berntsen, Tromsø 3, Alanyaspor 0. The rout begins in earnest. Mourinho picks it up. Sabanda's got it. He's got the run for Lisa. So many runners. One of them, in fact, is Tokic. Could he score again? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, just takes it around the goalkeeper. Easy for Tokic. Double figures for him for the season. 4-0 to the Tromsø boys. There we go. Very comfortable. Tromsø 4, Alanyaspor 0. Absolute demolition job. Mourinho with a goal. 2 for Tokic, 1 for Berntsen, and 3 out of 3 in the Europa League group as well. Spurs did win as well, which is to be expected, but still, lovely work. Steenson to Kawamoto. Tons of runners now available. One of them is Kivrak. He's got 5 guys flying into the box there, just overloading it. Steenson, so many bodies. One of them is Nikita Tokic again. He has been the man dragging us through these final few games of the season by the scruff of our neck. 1-0 Tromsø. Weirhaug's got it back again. Edge of the area for Rodriguez. Can we get the intricacies going now? We might be able to. Steenson! Oh, never mind. It's 2-0. Berg Steenson pops one in the bottom corner. 7 goals this season from Steenson of all people. Everybody's got goals on this team. It's amazing. Just to find the right pass, and boy, has he. What a ball for Kivrak. I mean, he could just pop this across the near post and at least he could knock it in, but there's no need. We can overplay it a little bit and maybe ping one from range. Tokic could turn and fire it home for 3. Nikita Tokic straight from the kickoff again. Second goal. He got 2 goals and 2 assists in the last game. Now he's popped up with another 2 goals. 12th goal of the year. Kawamoto might win this. He actually does. Lisa, they're just not even trying anymore, are they? Kawamoto's through. Koti Kawamoto slides it home for 4-0. It's Tromsø 4, Arendal 0. Now that they're champions, they're just playing like a dreamboat of a team. 4-0 in the first half here. I know they're bottom, but still. Mika boost. Oh, good headed goal. Erik Johansson, 1 goal back for Arendal. As per, I think that might be their first shot of the match. Around the side. Oh, so many players around. One of them is Rodriguez. What a finish. Hernan Rodriguez hammers it home for 5-1 to Tromsø. Kawamoto now does have 20 in the league as well, but there's just so many goals throughout the squad. Well, there we go. 5-1. Just went off on one today. Tokic with a brace, Steenson, Kawamoto, and Rodriguez getting goals. The red card didn't help Arendal, but my goodness me. We are finishing off the season in style here, and we could still catch Bodder's record. I think he would only be able to equal it, because I think it's 81. I'll have to check, because we can still technically get 81 points this year, and if we carry on like this, I don't know how we wouldn't do. I mean, look at the state of that league table. 72 points this season for us. I think we're broaching in on the record points tally for a team in this save. Definitely. I think one more win would see us breach that, but still, we're well above what I expected us to do this year. Mulder dropped more points. Just look at this goal breakdown at the moment. Kawamoto, 24 goals. Lisa, 14. Tokic, 12. Johansson, 10. Sibanda, Mourinho with 9 each. Rakic has got 8. Dansor obviously got others, but that doesn't really matter that much. Rodriguez has got 5, which is what actually matters. Steensen's got a low. Bernson. There's just so many goals in this team. Terrible weather here, but hopefully we can turn this into something good. And we already have, as Pontus Skoglund drives it home from the free kick. Brann 0, Tromsø 1. The Tromsø train keeps on a roll in here, my friends. Popping it through. Oh, it's a nice pass again. Toto to the byline. Pulls it back. It's a great goal. Gustaf Gustafsson. What a brilliantly creative name. Brann 1, Tromsø 1. We do look a little bit like we're not that bothered, I'll be honest. Surely we couldn't win it at the death here. Maybe Lisa's in. He's got a long way to go to have to shoot here. That's fine. Drops it out wide for Leo Kornic. Off the bench he is. A little bit of space. Oh, here we go. Steensen could turn this into something, I'm sure of it. Pops it. Oh, it's just straight in. What an unbelievable effort from Berk Steensen. Might well have just won us and kept the dream of equaling that record alive. What a goal from Steensen. Steensen again knocks it down. Sibanda, he's got Lisa. He's not going to be able to release him though. Oh, now he has. But look at the runners inside. Lisa's got 4 people to aim for. Goes back out wide for Oyahag. So many people to pick out. Drops it near post. Sibanda's there. All the way through. There's no way that's a penalty. There's just no way. They're barely even near each other. Saria from the spot. Wow, I didn't realize he'd be on pens, but he smashes it home for 3-1. Brann 1, Tromsø 3. Sergio Saria's second goal of the season. When did he score the first? Must have been like a B team game. 3-1. I mean, in the end, that game was way closer. Honestly, it could have been closer. There was a period through this game when it was 1-1 where we really did look a bit shaky, and Brann had a couple of opportunities in the second half. I mean, Steensen's just taken this by the balls, and obviously the penalty makes us look better than we were, honestly. But again, we could still do this. Gap at the top remains 16 points. Rosenborg have very much cemented themselves in second spot now. Mulder have finally started to catch up with Lillestrøm a little bit now, as you can see, but it's still getting very tight, and odds just out of nowhere. But 75 points now. I think is the most points a team has had in this league at any point during this save as well. Look at the plus 48 goal. We look like we could beat anybody, but we do still have to play Stabæk. And that's the big one for me. That's the one that we could lose. Come for a little holiday in Turkey to enjoy ourselves, hopefully get our 4th consecutive win in the Europa League as well. And I think wrap up qualification for the next round with this, and it would really only leave the group left. I think we could still get 15 points from this group. Oyahag, ball across. Sibanda's there, and it's 1-0 inside 2 minutes. Another European goal for Gilbert Sibanda. 10th goal of the season. 1-0 to us already. If Slavia could take some points off Spurs, that'd be great. Few options now. The wide areas have been very open today, and it's a ball in. It's all the way through, and it's Christopher Lisa with his 15th goal of the season, wrapping up hopefully the win for us in Turkey, and we will hopefully go 4 for 4 in Europe. Around the side for Kawamoto. Can he finish it here? And he does. Slots it home. Alanyaspor 0, Tromsø 3. Kawamoto off the bench to finish this game off in style. Well, there we go. 3-0 victory in Turkey. Very comfortable. At one point, it was looking a bit average, but in the second half, I made a couple of little tweaks to the tactical style. Had our midfielders stay wider and started exploiting the flanks a little bit more, and things have really improved. In addition, Koki Kawamoto came off the bench and just kept getting in behind constantly. Only scored once, but could have had about 5. And in even better news, Slavia Prague 0, Tottenham 0, which means if we win against Slavia at home, I think, that would be enough for us to win the group. We have now qualified, but we could qualify as group winners. That's the beauty of it. We could lose to Tottenham and still win this group, and that is a hell of a position to be in. I did not think we'd be able to win this group. I think qualification was very likely, but we've been imperious, honestly. We really, really have. Now Stabæk, though. Steensen. Oh, fires one into the channel for Kawamoto. Kornic, back inside for Christopher Lisa, brings it down, drills it home. Stabæk 0, Tromsø 1. This is the most difficult game we have left in the league. If we win this, there's every chance we could equal that record. This would be a huge result. They've slowed the pace down a little bit, but it's a good ball in behind. Darwin Martinez surely with the equaliser here. Mathias Johansson can do nothing about that. It's Stabæk 1, Tromsø 1. Mistake there from one of our defenders to give the ball away in a poor position, and we concede from it, and I just don't think we're going to be able to win this game. Back inside for Tokic. Lovely delivery. Kawamoto, he's just there. It's 2-1. Koki Kawamoto, 26 goals for the season now. 21 in the league. Still not his best ever performance in the league for us, but still. Steensen, here we go. Opening the pitch up again. Lisa to Rodriguez. Fires it through for Kawamoto. He's in great form as of late. And he showed it again there. 3-1 to Tromsø in the first half against Stabæk. I feel like this team could pretty much beat anybody at this point. It's utterly unbelievable. What a result. Bearing in mind, there's got some rotation in this team as well. Like Sergio's playing in our backline. Kawamoto shredded their defenders again. Could he dink it? He doesn't need to. What an unbelievable hit. A hat-trick in the first half for Kawamoto. He wants that league goal-scoring record for himself. It's 4-1. Well, there we go. I mean, 4-1 is extremely harsh on Stabæk. They definitely got better towards the end of this game when they switched to the 4-2-3-1 that they... the 4-1-2... 4-2-1 or 4-3-3 kind of system that they're now using. Injury in the first half, though, to Rodriguez, not great, but Kawamoto was sensational in this game. And a 4-1 victory means we're 1 win away now from equaling the record points tally for the league. We would never get it because of goal differences and stuff like that. I'm sure Bodder's goal difference was far better than ours is, and ours is bloody fantastic. But still, just to equal the record points would be outrageous. Because there we are, 78 points from 29 matches, a plus 51 goal difference. We're 19 points clear of Rosenborg in second now. We could end up winning the league by over 20 points this season. It just feels like all the stuff we've built up over the last few years have just come flying out of the bottle in one massive chunk. Mulder lose again, Rosenborg lose again. Lillestrøm do actually win and could still steal second place away from them, in fact. So here we are, at home, in the snow, final home game of the season. We know that if we win this match, we will equal the record for the highest points tally ever in the Norwegian top side. As Litabanda goes through already. He's not quite round the keeper, though. It's a penalty. It's somehow a penalty, and I'm not entirely sure how. It might be a... Oh, it looks like it's going to be Sergio Sarria again. Oh, it's a poor penalty, but on the rebound, he slots it home. Tromsø 2. Tromsø 1, odds 0. Big game, actually. A decent side, our odds. We lead. That's all we need. We're never going to get them on the goal difference, though. But even if we don't finish above Bodder's goal difference, which was plus 71, by the way, we're still got to be up there as one of the greatest sides ever in Eliteserien history in a single season. I can't believe how far we've come in such a short space of time, really. It's almost been building up to this for the entire period of this save, it feels like. Ball in. Sabana, can he make it 2 already? And he drills it home. I think he's offside, though. Into the box. Oh, all the way through, just drops it back. Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy. Gilbert Sabana on the end of it. Kawamoto's having a little rest because he's tired from international duty. It's 2-0 to Tromsø, and surely that joint record is going to be ours now. To Lisa. Oh, the build-up's coming again. Lovely ball through for Tokic. Can he dink it? He's gone around the goalkeeper. Oh my god, the keeper's having a mare here. It's 3-0 to Tromsø. Nikita Tokic again. Rakic might be back for the cup final as well, which would be wonderful, but Tokic has been amazing. Tokic to pop another little cheeky ball in, and Skoglund hasn't scored for ages. Finally scores. Tromsø 4, odds 0. Only his 5th goal of the year, actually, for Skoglund. He started the season amazingly, but really tailed off. There's so many goals on this team. Lovely ball through. Snorreberg. Good goal, actually. Snorreberg gets one back. Wouldn't be us, really, without conceding a random goal when we get 4 goals up. Oh, and it's over the line. It's Christopher Lisa, and it's 5-1 against 5th place odds. I mean, they are massively overperforming when you see their XG, but still, wow, all in a day's work, I suppose. 5-1 to Tromsø. Sarria with a goal from the spot, obviously, technically. Sabanda, Tokic, and just so many damn goals once again in this match. Brilliant. Skoglund getting on the score sheet too. Just demolishing a side who were 5th in the league. I am still miffed that we never got a proper trophy celebration, though, and I'm really not sure why. But there you go. We eventually do win the league by 21 points over Lillestrøm, who on the final day leapfrog as a result of what happened to Rosenborg. 0-0 draw with Vålerenga allows Lillestrøm to nick into that second spot there. Molde ended up finishing 4th in the end. I mean, they literally could have done worse, actually, as they only just narrowly beat Arendal. They were actually below more odds coming into this game, but we've done them a favour. That is just something out of a dream. 26 wins out of 30. 1 defeat all season. And that was, of course, to Lillestrøm. And honestly, I don't even know if we deserve to lose that game. That's how good this side has been this year. Not even close in the end. The run we've been on since that result is utterly insane. I think we're unbeaten in like 33 matches in all competitions now. Since then, Kawamoto top scorer in the league with 23. Rakic would have probably been top assister were it not for him missing this final period of the season. Skoglund might win player of the year as well, but the team of the season should just be the entire Tromsø starting lineup, honestly. Maybe a Lillestrøm player on the bench. I don't know. If there's time, we definitely overperformed. Like, there's just no doubt about it. We were managing to win games that, like, I feel like we deserve to win most of the games that we won, but just statistically, you're just very unlikely to actually do that as often as we have this season. So it's almost like all those ones where we weren't doing it before in previous years have finally evened itself out in a way, just over the course of one single season. That's basically the way it looks. Like, the fact is, we should have still won this league by, well, clearly like 12, 13 points as it stands there, but not by the amount that we did. But 70.6 XG over the course of the year is nearly 10 more than anybody else. I think we had the best defensive record in the league as well. We deserve to win the title, just hands down. Fantastic work from the guys. Still conceded more than we should have done, but we were just fantastic in front of goal this year and thoroughly deserved the title. Maybe not by the margin that it was, but you saw some of the way we played. Well, in the worst timing ever, Koki Kawamoto is going to miss the cup final. I was going to rest him for the Spurs game because I'm actually going to rotate our entire squad for that game because we actually can, which is outrageous. But now Koki Kawamoto will be out for the cup final anyway. That kind of sucks for him, honestly. That would be the crowning glory of the season for me. I expect Spurs to beat us fairly comfortably here. It's an almost entirely rotated side, and it's already 1-0. It's Brown, and it's 1-0 Tottenham. To Mourinho. Sibanda. Round the side for Albert Groenbeck. A rare appearance for him. Finds San! Oh my goodness me. Thanzor San, the Myanmarese international, scores, I think that's his first ever goal in like a competitive game for us there. 1-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Parrott from the spot to give Spurs the lead back here, and he does. Tottenham 2, Tromsø 1. If we lost 2-1, we'd still have the head-to-head on them. It's incredible. For Steenson, round the side for San. If he squares this is a goal. It's a goal! Tottenham 2, Tromsø 2, Pedro Mourinho. Wow, okay. Thanthor San has been incredible off the bench. A goal and an assist for him. To Sibanda, we're just going to keep pushing. We might as well. Gomez into the channel for Tikkanen. So many options. One of them is Sibanda, and it's 3-2. Tottenham 2, Tromsø 3. I don't know what's going on. Spurs just seem so unbelievably Spursy in this save. It's 3-2 with our B team. Can we see out the final 10 seconds to get a historic victory in what has been a historic season for us already? Well won by Tikkanen. It's bouncing through, and it's out of play, and that's going to do it. Tottenham 2, Tromsø 3. We score in the 67th, 73rd, and 78th minute after getting battered for much of the first hour of this match. That is incredible. San off the bench to win man of the match. What a San of the match, more like. Again, I rotated the entire team basically because we had the cup final coming up, and somehow they've still pulled off a miracle with the substitutes. I don't know what's going on. And with that, we've won the group. 15 points. We've won every single Europa League game so far. Home and away against Tottenham. They could still come third in this group. They won't, because obviously we're playing Slavia Prague next, and I intend to try to go 6 for 6, because why the hell not at this point? I mean, I think we could actually have a crack at the Europa League, genuinely. Tromsø versus Lillestrøm, the cup final. We do still have one game quickly after this, which of course I will show you at the end, but I thought we'd do proper live con for the cup final, because it'd be nice to do the double this year, given that we've just been on such an unbelievable run. The dynamics around the squad right now are absolutely outrageous. There is also an outside chance, by the way. This is completely aside from the save in a way, that Norway could actually finish this season in 4th place on the coefficient charts. They are only minor points away from Germany at the moment. That's how strong Norway have been this year as well in Europe. Moldova have already won their Europa League group. But this was the lineup, by the way, that just beat Spurs. And with the people like these guys on the bench who actually came off the bench and played brilliantly. Incredible result. I think that's what we're going to go with. Rakic is returned, so Tokic can come back in. Unfortunately, we're missing both Steenson and obviously Berntsen, which is a shame. Not Berntsen, sorry. Mourinho. Starbeck played the same system against us under Jesse Marsh. Yes, that's right. And kind of hammered them. But this is the system that beat us earlier this season in our one league defeat. Our only defeat of the season, in fact. So this could be very, very interesting indeed. Confidence around the squad literally could not be any higher right now. The run that they've been on ever since the last defeat, literally was to Lillestrøm in April, has been nothing short of astonishing. Because it's not even like it's a long unbeaten run. It's 34 matches now, I think. Something along those lines. But it's not even the fact that it's just a long unbeaten run. I believe there has only been 2 draws in that unbeaten run. There was the Molde 0-0, and there was another 0-0 in there as well. Another 1-1 in there at one point as well. That's how good the run has been. It's been predominantly victories over that period. I think it's 30 wins in that period of matches as well. And they've not even looked close to getting beaten many points in this season. It's insane. Rakic, lovely build up again in the midfield. They're so good with that interchanges. Oyhout brings it down nicely. He's got support inside with Lisa. Love the way he drops deep into that little hole there. May not get the assists as much, but he's getting a lot of hockey assists this season, it feels like. Tokic, Rakic, Sibanda. Good save, or good block rather. Oyhout might keep this in, Dinks it in. Lisa's nearly there, and the pressure is already mounting. To the byline, maybe? Nope. Tokic is dropping into the little gap to find him back again. Kivak's ball, Sibanda! Just wide of the post. I think I might have clipped the post, actually. 12 minutes gone. All Tromsø so far. We clearly have a point to prove after the defeat. Oh no, a poor touch from Scotland. Bredal's in for Lillestrøm, and he's hit the post with it. Leave a mark on them a little bit. I know we beat them in the league in the second game, but still, that's the only thing on our perfect record. Sibanda's in there, and it's a simple finish. It's Tromsø 1, Lillestrøm 0. They just cannot seem to handle. We seem like a different side than we were at the start of the season. Everyone's bedded into the new tactical style, and it's just perfect. Yusuf Turan, he's definitely the biggest danger man, as we've already known. Oh, wow, look at the space. Povola, look at the space. That's such an easy goal. I don't know what we were doing there. Tromsø 1, Lillestrøm 1, and a totally deserved equaliser there from Bredal based on the weird... That was so weird. I mean, we've been in total control, but they've had a couple of little chances in this match that have been very, very good, honestly, and they deserved the point. Torsby, and it's Tokic. Oh dear, that is a terrible effort from Tokic. We really should be in front again. Well, half time, and fair's fair. 1-1 is pretty much dead certain fair for that one. They've had less shots than us, but their chance creation has been extremely good when they've got them. They've been really high quality goals, or high quality chances in this case. -3 as well. Not a drop of snow on the ground. Pavola, one again though. This is more like it, keeping the pressure on them. Lisa, Tokic, round the side for Christopher Lisa. He's in, and he smashes it wide. Aimless passes for no reason. Yusuf Turan, lots of bodies back on him. Tokic with a good tackle on it. What? He's furious with the decision. Yeah, I'd be furious too. He's just slid in and won the ball. Good. Cheers. Thanks, ref. needed that. Going to revert to this. This is always my backup when we lose a player, especially if it's a nice easy switch. Just drop the AM out and then pull one of the strikers back to a shadow striker. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that was a very harsh red for me. He's just sort of slid in and won the ball, didn't look overly aggressive, didn't look two-footed or anything like that, wasn't high, and yet somehow he's been sent off for it. That's a bit of a shame. I can see why Tokic would be so annoyed at the referee for that, to be honest. Hopefully this doesn't cost us a cup final. They've still not had a shot in the second half yet, which is quite impressive. Rakic, another good ball. Scotland! Yes! It's over the line! Tromsø 2, Lillestrøm 1, Pontus Skoglund could potentially have just won the 10-man of Tromsø the cup, and that would be justice for me. Come on! 4 minutes to go. 10 men, 2-1 up on the night. Deservedly so, and Pavola's gone straight... What?! Are you actually out of your mind, referee? Goes straight through the back of Jesse Rakic, does Pavola there, and somehow that is not a foul. If we concede off this, there would be some... That is absolutely shameful. Berg, and it's saved by Johansson. My God. I've never seen anything like it. Rings ball in, and it's saved by Johansson again. He's doing everything you can. I feel like we're battling against the referee more than we are Lillestrøm at this point. 10 seconds to go. Surely there's one last chance pretty much for Lillestrøm at this point. They have to just put one last ball into the box and hope that we don't clear it. Roberto, great block, and it is a corner. It's a goal kick. It's come off them, and there it is. It's the final whistle. Tromsø 2, Lillestrøm 1. We are champions of the NMSAS Broughton's Cup as well. League winners, cup winners. Hopefully going to go 6 for 6 in our Europa League group. What a season it's been. Also, referee, don't you dare stand... Look at the referee. He's got his head down like, I can't believe Lillestrøm didn't win. That bet I had has just not worked for us there. But there we go. It's going to be... We're champions. We've done it again. The double for the lads this season. And bloody hell do they deserve it. What a season they've had. And that's the cream on the top of the cake. If we can go 6 for 6, that would be very nice, though. That it was harsh and we should consider appealing it. Imagine if we got a ban appealed too. What a day that would be for us. Let's do it. We've actually won the Norwegian Cup 3 times since we joined the club. We've only been here, I think, 5 years. So 3 of those, that's actually quite impressive. Forsberg claims refereeing conspiracy. I don't remember saying that, but his team's poor discipline. His poor discipline with a perfectly normal slide tackle, and then the other one as well. Ridiculousness. Andrea, insanely, it is 36 games unbeaten since the 29th of April. That is outrageous. So if we did have an option to stay for the European stuff, potentially, this is the sort of player I would potentially go after. Georgi Potila. Look at the state of him as far as a player goes. Still playing at Farrell, somehow. Look at this as an option, potentially, for us. I've just decided to try and sign him for them anyway. There's really no point in waiting, because whether we stay or not, and I'll see what you guys have to say. I'll still make decisions based on what I want to do as well, of course. But I'm just going to sign that. He's too good not to sign for Tromsø at this point. So the board want to extend our contract. Obviously, I don't want to do that. So that's fine. So we won't actually be doing that. Holy God. The board just asked me if I wanted a new contract, and I said no, it'd be better if we put that money somewhere else. And they've just said that we'll put that money towards improving our youth coaching. That's incredible. I've never seen them agree to do that, particularly not when it's a contract for me. Well, there we go. I thought we'd just kind of cut to this at this point. So it's somewhat of a foregone conclusion. 2 goals from Gilbert Zavander, 2-0 to Tromsø. We just want 6 for 6. I signed the guy for him, so no matter what happens, they're getting an extra ridiculous player, because you just can't turn a guy down with that kind of price tag at that kind of quality. For £2.9 million, this is a bargain of the century, honestly. He could play in either of those. You could put this guy as a striker, honestly, and he'd do a decent job. He's even quick. So there we go. This concludes the season, the 6th year at Tromsø. Obviously, we've kind of completed our task here, which is to win the league. 3 domestic cups, and of course, the league on top of that this year. But we have, of course, got that ridiculous thing hanging over us. So potentially, you know, one little bonanza episode where we try to go as deep into the Europa League as possible and then go out on a high, maybe. I don't know. Thoughts? I might still do it anyway, honestly, just because it'd be a bit of fun and it's only be one video anyway. But yeah, what an unbelievable time it's been at this club, regardless of that. And I hope you've had a good time with me. So if you have, please do drop a like on the video. This would be very, very important, because of course it's just helps out the algorithm and stuff, allows other people to find the content. So yeah, if you could, that would be fantastic. If we could get to 300 again, that would be lovely. That's like a nice little target, isn't it? It's crazy. On stream a few months ago, like several months ago now, I was talking about how I felt like I maybe wouldn't be able to do much more Let's Play stuff on YouTube. And this season, and this series, particularly over the last couple of months, has really just changed my mind to that, because I think we've really found a fun way of presenting the videos, and I'm really, really enjoying making them again, like massively enjoying it. Now, not just because we were winning, even when we weren't, and it was a struggle, I was still enjoying it because of the fight that was alongside it. And this season just feels like it's all been worth it. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, drop on subscribe. That'd be lovely. I stream on Twitch. You know the drill. And I'll see you guys very soon, whether either it be a drop on or it could be potentially something spectacular, maybe going all the way to a Europa League final with that new ridiculous Romanian in the squad. Who knows? I'll see you soon. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.